Everything you thought you knew about modern building materials is about to be turned on its head. Imagine structures that not only withstand the relentless battering of the ocean, but actually heal themselves as they crumble, growing stronger with every impact. For centuries, we've marveled at the impossible endurance of ancient Roman structures. Their colossal aqueducts, their mighty colosseums, their sprawling ports, many still stand today, defying the sands of time. But there's one particular feat of Roman engineering that continues to baffle and humble us modern builders. Their concrete. Specifically, their marine concrete, used in seawalls, piers, and harbors that have outlasted our own most advanced structures by thousands of years. We're talking about a building material that doesn't just resist decay. It actively repairs itself, transforming weakness into strength. Today, we're diving deep into this mind-blowing mystery, pulling back the curtain on the secret ingredients and chemical magic that allowed Roman engineering to achieve what we can only dream of. Think about it. Structures built 2,000 years ago, standing firm against the elements, often completely submerged in the ocean. Take the ancient port of Caesarea Maritima, built by King Herod around 22 BC. Its massive breakwaters, made of Roman concrete, or pounded by waves for centuries. Yet, somehow, they held. Or the countless Roman docks, still peeking out from under the Mediterranean waves. Testament to a technology we've only just begun to understand. These aren't just old buildings. They are living, breathing monuments to an ingenious understanding of natural materials that puts our modern advancements to shame. Their staying power isn't just about good design or skilled labor. It's about the very essence of the material itself. They didn't just build with concrete. They built living concrete. Now, let's look at our own era. Our cities are filled with magnificent skyscrapers and impressive bridges, all built with modern concrete. We reinforce it with steel, believing we've perfected the art of construction. But what happens when our concrete structures face the harsh reality of a marine environment? Think about a modern pier, a seawall, or a bridge pillar, constantly exposed to salt water. Within decades, sometimes even less, you start seeing the cracks. Literally. The steel reinforcement, our supposed strength, becomes its fatal flaw. Salt water seeps into those tiny fissures, reaching the steel, and then corrosion begins. The steel rusts, expands, and poof, the concrete starts to spall and crumble, breaking away in chunks. That structure, once a symbol of modern might, is now an expensive maintenance nightmare, destined for costly repairs or even demolition within a human lifespan. It's a race against time, a constant battle against nature that our materials are, frankly, losing. Unlike the Roman masterpieces, our structures don't have an internal repair crew. They simply degrade. So, what was their secret? How did the Romans manage to create a material that laughed in the face of salt water, while ours buckles under pressure? It wasn't some magical spell or mythical creature. It was science, plain and simple, born from keen observation and brilliant improvisation. The Roman recipe was a departure from our modern Portland cement. They didn't use just any sand and gravel. Their secret sauce lay in two key ingredients: volcanic ash, specifically a type called pozzolan, often mined from areas like Pozzuoli near Naples, and crucially, tiny, unreacted chunks of lime, which scientists now call limeclasts. Imagine a Roman worker mixing these components. They take this fine volcanic ash, which is silica-rich, add slaked lime, calcium hydroxide, and then mix it all with seawater. But here's the kicker: they didn't always fully slake the lime. They intentionally left small, reactive bits, these limeclasts, embedded within the mixture. It wasn't a mistake, it was a stroke of genius. These seemingly insignificant lumps, along with the volcanic ash and the ever-present seawater, were the alchemical catalysts for something truly extraordinary. It was like they were building a chemical battery, just waiting to be activated by the environment itself. Now, let's get to the truly mind-blowing part, the self-healing. Picture a Roman seawall, thousands of years old. A massive wave slams into it, causing a tiny, hairline crack. In a modern structure, that's the beginning of the end. But in the Roman concrete, it's just the beginning of a repair job. Here's how it works. When salt water penetrates that minuscule crack, it encounters those tiny, unreacted limeclasts that the Romans intentionally left in the mix. The seawater, being slightly acidic and an excellent solvent, starts to dissolve these limeclasts. This dissolution creates a highly concentrated, calcium-rich solution right there inside the crack. Think of it like a liquid bandage forming. But it doesn't stop there. This calcium-rich solution then reacts with the volcanic ash, the pozzolan, that's all around it. This chemical reaction forms a brand new type of cementitious mineral. Scientists call these calcium aluminum silicate hydrate, or CaSH, minerals. These new minerals don't just sit there. They grow, expanding and filling the crack. They literally knit the tiny fissure back together, molecule by molecule. It's like the concrete has its own internal repair crew, activated by the very thing that usually destroys our modern structures: seawater. This isn't a one-time fix. It's a continuous process. Every time a new crack forms, every time salt water seeps in, the healing mechanism kicks into gear. The concrete doesn't just resist. It adapts and rebuilds. The volcanic ash, or pozzolan, is the unsung hero that enables this entire process. Its role goes far beyond just providing the other half of the self-healing reaction. Pozzolan reacts with the lime, not just in the cracks, but throughout the entire structure, forming a remarkably dense and stable binder. This binder is fundamentally different from what we use today. Modern Portland cement reactions produce calcium silicate hydrate, or CSH, which is strong but susceptible to degradation from saltwater sulfates and chlorides. Roman concrete, however, with its pozzolanic reactions, forms a material with lower calcium hydroxide content and a more stable CSH-like structure. This unique chemical metamorphosis is incredibly slow, happening over years, decades, and even centuries. But it's continuous. It's not a burst of strength. It's an enduring, evolving robustness. This slow reaction makes the concrete incredibly dense, reduces porosity, and locks out corrosive agents found in saltwater. It's like the concrete is constantly hardening, constantly improving its internal fortress against the elements. This is why Roman piers and breakwaters, even after 2 millennia, can appear more robust than some of our structures a mere 100 years old. The materials were literally engineered to improve with age and exposure, not degrade. It's a testament to a deep, intuitive understanding of natural chemistry that allowed them to harness the Earth's own power for their building needs. So, what does this ancient wisdom tell us? It shatters the myth of modern engineering's absolute superiority. It reveals that in some critical aspects, particularly regarding long-term durability in harsh environments, we have much to learn from the past. The Romans weren't just building structures. They were cultivating them. They designed materials that would grow and evolve, that would interact with their environment in a beneficial way. Their concrete is a testament to sustainable engineering before the term even existed. A material that literally strengthened itself through time and impact. This isn't just a historical curiosity. It's a powerful challenge to our current construction practices. Imagine if our coastal infrastructure, our seawalls, our harbors, could self-heal. Imagine buildings that grew stronger with each passing storm, instead of weakening. Scientists are now actively studying Roman concrete, trying to unlock all its secrets, hoping to replicate this incredible durability for our future. The ingenuity of the ancient Romans wasn't just about brute force or monumental scale. It was about a profound, almost poetic, understanding of nature and chemistry. Their legacy stands not just as ruins, but as a living lesson, whispering secrets of resilience across 2 millennia. If you're fascinated by how ancient innovations continue to challenge modern assumptions, hit that subscribe button to join us for our next deep dive into the marvels of the past.